Clara County, Silicon Valley, and a new listing I'm popping up. Went active yesterday. Wanted to show you a little bit about it, and then the inventory snapshot across the county. Let's get moving. All right, middle class home buyers getting priced out of these California cities. I see it happening every day. Guys, I've been waiting for the crash to happen for the last, I don't know, since 2008. Back then, I couldn't afford to buy a house, another house. I just wasn't financially able to. Today, I'm in a position that if it was a crash, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to buy a couple houses at the crash on the way down. Just the way it is. And the problem is that everybody has that mindset, right? And I get that. And housing prices continuing to go up, inflation continuing to go up, everything. I just priced out the insurance for this car that I want to buy, and it stopped me in my tracks. It's just crazy. Yeah. So other things that you have to think about is if you're a renter, your legacy is renting for the rest of your life. You're not building an asset. You're not building equity. And it's happening to multiple friends of mine that are continuing to rent. They have to move when the landlord says that they're going to sell the house, or that they want to do something else, or that they want to increase the price, or what have you. It sucks. And I understand that. It's becoming unbearable. And there's going to be a tipping point. I understand that. But if the market does crash, don't think that you're going to be able to buy a house. Just not here. Obviously it's here, but other places out here too. People are just saying, we're priced out. I can't afford to buy it. The income you need is $425,000. I think this is getting by the hair of your chinny chin. But how many people do you know that make over 400 grand a year? They're my clients, but I also know a lot more that cannot afford that. So what's the person to do? Commute. There's Hollister. There's the Monterey Bay area. There's Salinas. There's Los Banos. There's Central Valley. If you absolutely have to live here, think about buying something where you have to commute a little bit. And yes, it's going to suck. But what sucks worse is having to move every couple of years. So you just have to figure that out. We were fortunate a long time ago, got jumped in and we couldn't afford it, but we did it. Bought a little house for about $225, and it was in an HOA. It was a single family house, and I'll never buy a house in a HOA again. But it's getting tough everywhere. San Jose, Sunnyvale, Santa Clara, one of the most expensive places to live. San Diego, it's the most expensive place to live in the US because the cost of living is so high for everything. I don't know what to tell you other than if you can, scrape by, get a condo or something. Otherwise, you're going to be renting for the rest of your life. San Jose Nightlife hotspot closing after 20 years. Rosie McCann I have good memories about Rosie McCann. And if you know me, I'm not a huge drinker. I'm not a huge pub goer. That was in my 20s. Did that a lot back then. But I just don't do it because I'm a dad, right? I'm here for my kids, here when they need me, etc. But every time I go to Rosie, it's great service, great product, great food, great drinks. They're just great people. It's just a really fun thing. And I'm sad to see them closing down. They probably just have been struggling along ever since. And I know that the owner has 2 or 3 other places. So sorry to see you go. You create a lot of great memories for a lot of people. Thank you for everything you did. And anyway, let's not be sad about everything. So what do you get for $1 million in Silicon Valley? You can get an old craftsman style, right? 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,356 square feet, over 100 years old. Probably doesn't even have a garage. Oh yeah, it does have, maybe. Is that a garage or a shed? Yeah, it's a garage. This is really nicely done, guys. Let me see if I can pop this up for you. There you go. Wow. The good thing about this is it's very rustic, historic. The negative thing is if you do anything to the outside, you have to go through what's equatable to an HOA. They have a historical society and they tell you what you can and can't do to this house. For example, you can't replace the windows, you can't paint the house certain colors, etc. But when you go into this, there's certain CC&Rs that you have to buy and understand. So when you look at something that's rich, historic, right, and luxurious for its time, this is a beautiful house. It's just not a modern house. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm happy to go show it to you. That's what you get for $1 million. Brand new on market. Let's see, 5 days. There you go. All right, this episode is brought to you by AIDA. AIDA is my automated intelligence digital assistance. It does a lot of the marketing, the funnel, the workflow, all that stuff, so I don't have to do it. And when this came along, I just said, jump into it. And it's such a great product, such a great service. They take care of everything for me. I say, I want to have a lead funnel for this, and then they create it for me. I want to talk to all my past buyers, and they create a buyer program for me, right? And they just do it. It's just done. If you're interested, give them a call. This is my buyer's checklist. You fill this out and you get a home buyer's checklist, right? It's all done automatically for me. I don't have to lift a finger. Brought to you by AIDA. The next thing is Woodcreek, 3883 Woodcreek Lane, San Jose 97. This beautiful home I've been working on for the last couple months. We finally got it up on market, and it is going to be glorious. This is one of the fun things we get to do, is show off houses. And inside there is a video. I just put it on YouTube. I'll put it onto the website here in a minute. The cool thing, guys, look, this is a drop-down projector system. And I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there's seating back there. But there's also a gas fireplace and a wet bar. This is the downstairs. It's a tri-level. So the main level is the kitchen and the entertaining area. If you want to have a nice dinner with friends, if you want to just have a nice cozy time, you go down here and watch some TV or some sports, bring a couch down there. You have bar, wine refrigerator, etc. And if you're not watching a game, you can just have the fireplace going. And then this goes out to the outside, which is a nice pool. Photos there for you. There, nice pool, gazebo. There's a hot tub and a lazy area here. And it's just a great, very quiet oasis. And the beautiful thing about it is from the front to the back, it's a wedge. So the backyard is a lot larger than the front yard. And this is all low maintenance. You don't have to worry about anything. Beautiful place. Got to come take a look at it this weekend. Open houses Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 4. Give it a call. Give it a try. All right. County, months of inventory. Wow, it shot up. No, it didn't. It just, right now they're reporting high because we're in the beginning of the month. So don't freak out when you see that. When you see this chart going shooting up, oh my God, this is the time for the crash to happen. It's not going to happen. It could, but it's not, because this is the middle of the month. I just reported on the middle of the month, so don't freak out about that. The numbers are high artificially because I don't know why. It's just that's what they're giving me. These numbers are not really officially happening because there's just not enough inventory. Houses are still selling really quick. 15-day trip to British Virgin Islands. I feel like I'm smashing in your face. I'm so excited for this, guys. You don't understand. I've never done a huge trip like this. Sailing, something I don't do, since the Caribbean island, British Virgin Islands. We're going to be island hopping and just all sorts of stuff, just really